Hello then, a very good afternoon. You're with Lunchtime News. I'm Dasni Athad for News First, and let's start off with a look at your headlines.
Sri Lanka skipper Matthews steps down as captain. Chandimal and Upultharanga promoted as skippers. Stringent laws on polythene. Ban on the use of polythene-based lunch sheets and decorations. Mineria tank overpopulated with elephants. Sri Lanka secures 71st position as country that welcomes immigrants. Chinese troops depart for first overseas military base.
Starting off with some sports news, addressing a media briefing that was held this morning, Chairman of Sri Lanka Cricket Tilanga Sumatipala said that Dinesh Chandimal has been appointed as the skipper of Sri Lanka's test team. A media briefing was convened at the Sri Lanka Cricket headquarters this morning. Addressing the meeting, Chairman of Sri Lanka Cricket Tilanga Sumatipala said that Angelo Matthews has officially handed in his resignation from the post of Sri Lanka captain. Following his resignation, Dinesh Chandimal has been appointed as the test captain, while Upultharanga has been appointed to head the ODI and T20 games. In local news, a special discussion with regard to curbing the spread of the dengue epidemic was held at the Mathura District Secretariat yesterday. The event was held under the auspices of the Minister of Justice, Peace and Southern Development, Sagala Ratnayaka.
The event was attended by health and police officers. A substantial number of dengue patients are being reported. It is also reported that sometimes 2 or even 3 patients have been left to share an individual bed in hospital. Today we discussed the shortcomings that prevail with regard to this issue and worked on resolving these problems. A special program was put in place to clean the areas that were polluted and damaged as a result of the recently experienced floods. It is difficult to curb the dengue epidemic if we don't receive the support from officials at all levels of the political hierarchy. Imposing fines is not sufficient enough to curb the dengue epidemic. The general public must also be committed in tackling the epidemic.
According to data compiled by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, the number of new asylum seekers reached a record of 1.6 million in 2015, with approximately 22% of refugees coming from Syria. The OECD ranked Sri Lanka as the 71st in the world when it comes to welcoming foreign nations, be it for permanent basis or temporary. Meanwhile, on a headline-making story, Cabinet approval has been granted to ban the use of lunch sheets, Regiform and polythene bags used for wrapping food from September onwards.
The legal aspects with regard to this initiative are yet to be prepared. Under the ban that is to come into effect, several acts including the National Environmental Act, Consumers Act, Importing and Exporting Act and the Food Act will be amended. The Central Environmental Authority says that the use of lunch sheets and Regiform boxes to wrap food has caused major destruction to the environment. According to many surveys, it has been revealed that sources of water and waterways have been blocked as a result of polythene and Regiform being collected in them. The authority further noted that a type of degradable polythene and plastic will also be introduced.
The assessment of the high-risk zone in the areas affected by the Mithotumula garbage dump collapse has concluded.
Director of the Disaster Management Centre, Chaminda Pathiraja, said the compensation will be provided to the people whose houses were damaged. 50 families residing in high-risk zone have agreed to move to alternative houses. According to the director, houses are due to be provided to them by the end of this month.
A special operation was carried out in the Hangurankathe area in search of areas that are conducive for the spread of dengue mosquito larvae. This operation was carried out by several officials from the Ministry of Health and several government officials. The areas of inspection were mainly government and private agencies. Several places were identified as potential areas for the existence of dengue larvae. Our correspondent said on a couple of operations carried out yesterday, many government entities contained nesting areas for dengue larvae, although many private agencies had proper waste management processes set in place. A large piece of land has been destroyed as a result of a fire that broke out at the Bibila Nilgala Reserve. The fire broke out 3 days ago from the arecanut plant cultivation areas of the Nilgala Reserve. Intermittent fire has caused substantial damage to a number of flora, including the Aralu and Bulu cultivations at the reserve. 2 people who attempted to smuggle a stock of cigarettes into the country have been arrested at the Bandaranaike International Airport. Customs media spokesperson Dharmasena Kahandava said that the stock was worth over 2.3 million rupees. The arrested suspects are residents of Malikavatta. The Navy rescued an elephant which was stranded in the seas of Kolkile yesterday. According to the Navy, the elephant was caught in the currents about 8 nautical miles off the coast of Kokkuthuadi last morning. The elephant was first spotted by a team of Navy personnel attached to the Eastern Naval Command who were patrolling the area on a speed boat. The Navy then dispatched another vessel and a team of Navy divers to rescue the elephant. The Navy stated that they deployed a further 7 Navy personnel aboard 2 Cedric vessels to assist in rescue efforts. A group of officers attached to the Wildlife Authority also took part in the operations. The elephant was successfully rescued from the deep seas and brought ashore safely. The Navy added that the elephant, which was later handed over to the custody of wildlife officers after it was taken to Yarn Oya Pulmude.